Hi all, it's Isaac from Child of Laughter, and not too long ago the Lord gave me a revelation of priesthood. And this comes from 1 Peter 2, starting with 5. It says, "You also, like living stones, are being built into a spiritual house to be a holy priesthood, offering spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Jesus Christ." So the next couple of videos on this topic is just going to be about what it means to be a holy priesthood unto God, because you're a priest unto God. You know, Jesus Christ is our high priest, and through Jesus we have a spiritual priesthood. You know, we don't offer physical sacrifices. We don't offer bulls and lambs and goats as they did under the Old Testament, but now we offer spiritual sacrifices. So the first thing I want us to understand about being a priest is that a priest is the go-between between a spiritual entity and the physical, right? The spiritual is revealed through the priestly duty or through the work of the priest, through the life of the priest. Those that don't know the spiritual are introduced to the spiritual through the work of the priest. Now, this can be about any type of priesthood, but we know that, and we're going to focus on our Christian priesthood because this is the most powerful priesthood, and this is what is important to us as Christians, you know. But I just want us to understand certain spiritual concepts. So another thing to understand about being a priest unto God, it's that in your service to God, you know, you grab something from the spiritual and you bring it and you reveal it through to the physical. You know, I use myself as an example. In my fellowship and in my communion with God, I get songs from the Spirit. I get words, I get revelation. And now I pull that from the Spirit reveals it to me, and I bring that to the physical, and now people are able to experience an aspect of God through that priesthood. And it's the same thing with you. God has so much He wants to do in your life. It may not be exactly like me, but maybe it's creativity. Maybe it's engineer, whatever it is. Maybe it's getting direction for your children. Whatever it is, part of being a priest is pulling from the spiritual and releasing in the physical. And we'll be back to talk more about this. Love y'all.